Hello, today we will talk about sales jobs and put them in the tier list. I will be evaluating the position's prestige, salary, and the job itself. This is my opinion, which is a little bit biased, but it is probably quite correct. A little bit about me. I have been in sales for 5 years. I am not a native English speaker, as you probably understand from my accent. I work in Europe and sell worldwide. Currently, I am the first sales hire in a startup, so I am doing everything from building up the CRM, sales logic, generating leads, holding demos, occasionally converting them, marketing, finding local resellers, and so on and so on. So that's about me. So if we continue ranking the sales positions, keep in mind that in most sales jobs, work duties overlap between positions. For example, an account manager can be responsible for generating new leads, and CSO or VP can close deals themselves in some companies. But I will not be focusing on these overlapping duties. If SDR, sales development representative, has certain tasks on the paper, I will rate SDR based on that. So let's start with the video. The first sales job we have here is SDR or sales development representative. Entry-level job, need to send emails, need to cold calls mostly to book meetings for someone who can actually close deals, because that is not you. The salary is, if you compare to market in general, then the salary is quite good. But in sales jobs, the salary is definitely D tier. The prestige, D tier. Everybody wants to rank up from this position as fast as possible to get more money and close deals. But the job itself, I would say, is S or A tier, because it is quite fun after all, especially if you have the right colleagues. But yes, this SDR job, you will be definitely B or C tier, but let's say C tier for now. Next up we have account executive, the job. The cowboy from Western movie, the main character. You will find the customer, you will convert the customer, and you will nurture the customer in your portfolio. So what you have is a portfolio that you need to increase all the time in revenue, in customer numbers, and so on. You are responsible for everything. Salary, S tier. Job itself, A or B tier, I would say. Quite stressful, as most of the time you will not be getting any leads, or if you do, then it's quite good. And the job prestige, I will say S tier also, because a lot of the people stay there their whole life. It pays good, it's respected, and so on. This job definitely S tier job. Next up we have account manager. And account manager, as the name suggests, you only manage your existing customers. So yeah, what you have to do is increase the customer's revenue. Usually there's nothing much you can do besides making sure the customer is aware of your portfolio and you are aware of what they do, so you can suggest specific services when they need it. And also you have to hope that competitor always costs more, you have better functionalities, and so on. Also, it is very nice when customers come up with something revolutionary that the market needs, so they will pay you more and you will get more money. Salary could be S tier, can be C tier. The job itself is quite easy compared to others, I would say. You don't have to prospect, you don't have to onboard new customers most of the time, and yes, it's more like overpaid customer service role. So definitely a cozy S tier job. Next up we have inside sales representative. It's pretty much like SDR, but you also have to close deals, mostly smaller customers. Not a really prestigious job. Salary is quite low also, and the job itself is I don't know, more also quite stressful. Quite often you don't have the leads generated by marketing, and you have to find themselves. But other than that, quite okay job. C tier. Next up, we have sales engineers. So sales engineers are the guys who studied something for 5 years, let's say engineering itself, computer science, biomedicine, to be a doctor. And then at one point they noticed that they get paid less than some sales guy who has a high school degree. So they become sales engineers. Really smart people. Prestigious job. You get paid more base but less commission. Job itself is, I would say, better than most of the sales jobs. So definitely a S tier job. Next up, we have sales manager. Sales manager does not have to know how to sell, but how to keep your team bringing in more and more revenue. But of course, it would be nice if they would know how to sell, which is quite often the case. So yes, pretty much a lottery. Always a good sales manager can change everything. Quite a prestigious job, looks good on LinkedIn. Salary is quite decent also. Good account executive or salespeople earn more than sales managers. Bad account executives and salespeople earn less than sales manager. And the job itself, you have to be aligned with the management more than other salespeople and share the vision of management to your team. 8 here. Mall sales, another entry level job. I don't know. People say they learn and earn a lot there. Well, some of them probably do, but hopefully they go to jobs that actually bring value at some point. So prestige, I would say D tier. Salary, let's say B or C. Okay, let's put C tier, the average. And the job itself, well, some of them enjoy it a lot, but I don't, so D tier. Religion sales is next, and religion sales, it's on the one hand it's a little joke, but on the other hand it's quite a serious position. As you can see, the Pope is not some homeless person on San Francisco or in San Francisco. Earns quite well, has 5 cars, nothing to worry about, but he has worked his whole life to be there. Started from humble beginnings, and now when he can barely walk, he earns a lot and has 5 cars. So quite prestigious if you get on the top. Salary, I would say, not that good in general. Job itself, I hate it. D tier. Next up, we have agencies. So there are good agencies, there are bad agencies, there are sales agencies, there are marketing agencies, there are prestigious agencies, there are agencies that completely suck. There are agencies where you can earn tons of money, usually when you are the founder of the agency, and the agencies that fail like any ordinary businesses. Job itself quite good as you're the owner of the company. And yeah, said all that, I would put agency in B tier. BDM or Business Development Manager. I have no idea why this title is given to salespeople. Maybe because you don't want your salespeople to look like salespeople. So when they call and introduce themselves, then yeah, you say you're business guy, not the sales guy. So your customers or potential customers will talk to you more, but I doubt that's the case. So D tier. Yeah, it's, you can put the BDM as BDM name to sales development rep, account executive, whoever, or even the sales manager. Next up we have CSO, the apex predator or the head of food chain. Now CSO usually is not involved in daily customer relations. Expect if everything goes sideways or there is this one really important customer who needs to be onboarded. If you don't onboard the customer, your company will go bankrupt. That's maybe when CSO is involved in sales. Other than that, he makes sure that sales managers are happy and they can make their teams bring in more and more revenue. Also, CSO is responsible for the strategic view and sees everything from the, let's say, helicopter view. Yeah, prestigious job, salary should be more than anyone else. Maybe some of the best sales guys top him. And the job itself could be quite stressful as you're responsible for a lot, but that said, you are the last person to get fired if everything goes sideways. So let's say S tier behind the sales engineer and in front of 8-year sales manager. Field sales, you're pretty much like account executive, but you are constantly on the move. As the name says, field sales, you need to visit customers face to face on a daily basis. Hopefully you have an SDR or someone who can book meetings for you, so you don't have to waste time on that. So you drive around, you fly around, you visit customers, you get quite good amount of money. Job itself, it might be really tiring, but the days go fast as you're constantly on the move. And prestige, yeah, I will say people move away from that at one point, but nevertheless quite a good job, and I would put this actually, I would say it's better than sales manager. And last we have door-to-door salesman. Great place to maybe start your career, also learn how sales is done. Usually you don't want to be a door-to-door salesman in the end of your career. You can earn a lot, but yeah, very moving job. Prestige, definitely D tier prestige. Salary, you can earn I don't know, fortune, or you can earn nothing. I would say maybe C tier salary. Job itself, some psychopaths like it, some don't, but I would say actually maybe it's like SDR. It's a lot of fun. You get new experiences. So let's say C tier in front of inside sales rep. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? Thank you. Bye bye.